military men and how they destroy lives, and he only got like 6 months for that, by the way. And he went, because the accident happened in Seattle, and he went to work release program, and pretty much, got off a lot. And I supported him through the thing and went to court with him and everything, so I mean, I could, do a whole movie on that alone. And then I can go into stories about military men, in secret societies and satanic cults that I've heard of, and, women entering into the military lifestyle and finding out that it's a lot of wife swapping, a lot of infidelity. These men are gone from homes sometimes years at a time, and they have long distance relationships, and the wife sometimes not always faithful too. I mean, I'm not saying that it's always the man. Some of them have open relationships, And there's a lot of freaky stuff going on, and I recall this one story of one of my friends who was married to a military man, and they went down to California when he was stationed there from up here at Fort Lewis, and he had some problems with the commanders and his, superiors, and they, wanted basically access to his wife, and they, invited him to parties. They do it subtly, and then they try to, incorporate you into this, assimilate you into this system, and he refused because he knew what it was about, and, they started dogging him and writing him up and basically retaliating against him and got him kicked out the military. So, I could think of stories about men in military who marry women and aren't even with the women just to give them military benefits of like medical, and people never expose that. Military men who deny their own children. I personally have experienced this, where I went to court and tried to get my son medical dental, okay? Which isn't anything anyone would do for their child, especially if they work for the military, you would think, but it doesn't always work like that with military men because they're very stingy and selfish. And, I try to apply for, child support, medical, dental, all the stuff that you're supposed to do, and child care and all that. Of course, I was denying child care. I'm denied medical, dental, because there was some stipulation that if it cost more than $120 or something, that he didn't have to pay, and I don't understand how they get to work that in there and how they manipulate the system, deny their children, and they don't have no remorse in it, believe me, because I tried for about 16 years to get him to sign up his son for medical, and he never did it. One time he signed him up, and then we got a card, and then he said he couldn't use it because he put the wrong last name, which he did on purpose because he knows his son's last name. So it was, it never went through. We never got to use it. So, even though, we've had some struggles, some surgeries, some hospitalizations for my son, it didn't matter to him. Okay. That's how military men are. They are very cold, and it teaches them how to be that way. Because when they fight these wars, and, they're always, in this war mode or whatever, then they start to do it against their own families eventually. And there's lots of cases of domestic violence, of women, them coming back from wars, taking it out on their families. That is underreported. What happens, all the stuff, the traumatization, the mental, the physical abuse you encounter, it's like interrogations, it's like, being in the military yourself, because they start to treat you like you're under them, like you're some, like, cadet or something, a low-ranked soldier, and, shut up, and then they start, you know, drilling demands at you, and I mean, it's something else, I'm telling you. People never... Okay, I just want to end this part too because I had to split this video since it won't download, and I'm hoping I can trick YouTube.